Hello everybody, welcome to week 4 of JB Board Games. I'm your host JB, and today we are going to play a root building game, Relic Runners. I am playing with Justin, and I am playing with Shanrik.
Hello.
This is a game by Days of Wonder, okay? And the Days of Wonder is famous for their Ticket to Ride series. So, what?
Small World too.
And Small World. They've done a lot of games, and but today we're playing this game, which came out about 3 years ago. So, let's play Relic Runners. Here's the how the setup looks like on Relic Runners. Anybody who wants to play this game, this is how the setup looks like. You need 4 blue temples, 4 ivory temples, 4 purple temples of each stage, starting with large, then medium, then small. And in a 2-player game, you just play with 2 of each. And then each, the green ones are the ruins. Okay, and everybody starts with 2 toolboxes. Just so you know, if you can see that, you got these little toolboxes here. And starting on, everybody has a card like this, okay, and just representing like that, and that's where your toolboxes go. Everybody will actually start with a special ability, and then you have a progression chart. Everybody actually also starts with 3 trail rations, but can have a max of 5. And then the other section on there is when you collect relics. The idea of this game is you want to get relics. So what happens to start is, first of all, let's do our special abilities. Shanrik is the blue player. And he gets to, I think it's adjacent.
Yeah, any adjacent temple or ruin.
Okay, any adjacent temple or ruin from base camp. Base camp's in the center of the board. And in the number of trail rations that get placed, it's 2 per player. And then there's a little icon that says 3 times. If you go into base camp, you collect 3 trail rations, but you can have only a max of 5.
Wait, 2 per player?
2 per player. There should be 6 there. Oh, did I have one more?
You apparently can't count today.
Apparently not. Anyway, so you get to, let me go over a little bit what the temples do. All the special temples have abilities and effects underneath. The purple temples, once you land on them, they are one-time use effects immediately, so they immediately go off.
Okay.
The blue temples, they're only worth points. You keep them secret and hidden from players, but they just have a number underneath, they're just worth points. The ivory temples, the first 2 have, you can use them throughout on your turn. You can use them anytime you want. They're one-time use items. But the bottom ones are end of the game bonus point effects. They all have special abilities at the end game.
So the longer you stay on temple, the more levels you go down? Is that what
No. So what you do on your turn is, there's 2 things you do. You move and explore.
Okay.
Okay, you must move, and you have to, you can't end your movement on the same spot that you started with.
Got it.
Okay. So we're going to start with these little guys, okay, and they go in the center. So when you're going to move, you're going to take one of these paths, okay, and you're just going to put it there and say, I move to there. Okay? The idea of the game is you want to try to, it's a root building game, so you want connecting paths, so you can bounce around.
Okay.
Okay? But you must end your movement on, if you, see, I can't go boom, boom, and then do, okay? Because there's no path there.
Got it.
Alright? And when you explore a temple, you must use a trail ration to explore a temple. Okay? And once you do that, you take the top tile. Okay? This tile right here, for example, okay, gives you 2 trail rations. Anybody can
I
see,
know where I'm starting.
gives you 2 trail rations.
Well, just listen to the others and Eric doesn't.
This one gives you this one gives you another toolbox. Okay?
Both of them are good.
The one in the upper right-hand corner there, if you can't see, is worth 3 points.
Just flat out 3 points.
Yep.
Awesome.
And then that one right there, right here, if anybody can't see it, it actually takes you back to base camp. Okay? And then you grab the trail rations. When you remove the last temple tile, a relic is going to appear. Okay, the blue they all represent the color of the temple. So, for example, you have the blue one, which is these birds of paradise. You have the ivory one, which are
the crystal skull.
Crystal skull, yep. The ruins, which is the green one.
The destroyer of worlds.
Nah, these are just the emerald frogs. And then you have the purple ones are these like juju things is what they're called.
Dum Dum Gooey Gum.
Those are Easter Island hits.
Well.
But you were close.
Yeah.
It looks like a witch doctor. Diablo 4 confirmed.
Anyways, now you see these rivers, okay, and these things, okay. If you guys can't see it, I'll just do it like that. What these represent are toolboxes that you get to open. When you cross a path, you flip the toolbox upside down, okay, to represent that it's been used.
Okay.
And you get to move your toolbox one up on the progression track. And then you can, at any point during your turn, but you can't interrupt an action, you can use one of them. So if I was, for example, in your middle section, okay, and I had 2 toolboxes there, for example, and I had 2 of them in the middle row of on your progression track. I can only use one of them per turn, and once you use it, you automatically send your toolbox back to the bottom. It doesn't go in order like that.
Okay.
Okay, they all have special effects. One will actually, the bottom one says you can perform the temple effect of your location for free. Doesn't work on a ruin or a shrine. Okay. And then you get to, the next one says you get to move your paths, okay, one path to another location.
Oh.
Okay, so if you need to get somewhere, you can move them. You only get 10, so you're limited.
Right.
Okay, the second one says you can get a +1. The next one says you can get a +1 toolbox or +2 points. The idea is to get the most points. Okay. Then you got the next row where you can get 2 trail rations. You can move 2 paths, or you can place a pathway on a trail adjacent to your location. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The next one says you can get 4 points for each relic you have. Okay. You can also, the other one says for each pathway in your longest pathway route, you get 2 points per path. And then the last one says you double your victory points you score this turn.
Nice.
Okay. That's what the progression tracks actually do. And I actually start with a toolbox on my progression track. That's my special ability.
Okay.
Okay. So I've heard, once the last one gets flipped over, okay, then they all reset.
Oh.
Okay, so unlimited uses as long as all the other ones are gone.
Right.
Got it.
Okay. And if you somehow manage to pass 2 toolboxes, it actually moves it twice. Okay, but you can only use 1 toolbox per turn.
Sweet. Okay.
The end game, okay, happens when, if you see on the top there, we're playing a 3-player game when 8 relics are collected. So how do you get a relic? When you go on a relic expedition, okay, for example, we have a Birds of Paradise here, I'm just going to leave it there, and another Birds of Paradise here, okay. In order to get one of the relics, okay, is you must start your movement here, and then end your movement here, and you get the last one.
Okay.
You have to go from one temple to the other once they've got the relics.
Yeah, once the relics are there, then you have to go from one to the other, and you get the second one that you end your movement on. Okay? That is the nature of the game. There's nothing else. Oh, the ruins, what they do is you can put a pathway down adjacent to that location. That's all they do. That's what their effects do. They're all the same. If you pass through, one last thing, if you pass through base camp, you must end your movement in base camp.
Okay.
Okay, and then collect your trail rations. You need trail rations. You're going to be spending them like crazy.
Now, what happens when trail rations run out from base
You
camp?
need it out of base camp, then they run out.
Oh.
They're limited. But when you use them, they go back into the starting area.
Okay, so they're not
limited, but they're not unlimited at the same time.
They're limited on the board, they're unlimited in use.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So, yeah, I forgot to mention, when you use a trail ration, it just goes back to base camp.
Because I was doing the math and I was like, how the hell are you supposed to uncover all the temples with the limited amount of trail rations that you have?
No, that's, they do go back to base camp.
I feel there's too much math today.
Not that much math.
So Shamrick gets to place his character if he wants to on any adjacent temple or ruin.
I'll start here.
Okay. Yep, that's not a bad spot.
I get to place, what is it? One additional path?
You get to place it,
Before your first turn.
before your first turn, you get to put a path down instantly.
Oh, nice.
Which means you can put something down. It has to be adjacent to your location?
Before your first turn, place one of your pathways on a trail leaving base camp.
Okay, yep. It just means you can actually get 2 movement.
Sweet.
Because you instantly start with a path.
Okay.
That's basically what that means. And as I said, when 8 relics go collected, oh yeah, bonus points, we count the bonus points. You get 5 points at the end of the game for each type of relic you have.
Okay.
So if you have 2 birds of paradise, it's only worth 5.
So try to get a variety of relics.
Yep, that's
Got it.
that to try to maximize your points. That's the general idea.
Got it.
Okay, so let's play Relic Runners.
Borderlands the board game.
Yeah. The person who actually starts in this game is the person that saw a relic last.
So that'd be you, I think, right?
I've never seen a relic. Unless you want to count these.
And we've all seen them.
And we've all seen them. I will start just so you know.
Oh, I was going to suggest fight to the death, but okay, fine.
No. I'll start, and just so you see how it works.
Alright, yeah.
Well, I have Cthulhu on my side, so.
Damn it.
So the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put path here, bounce there, spend a trail ration, take that off,
Okay.
and then I get to put another one down.
Why do you get to put another one down?
Because that's what they do. That's what they do.
Oh, that's right.
That's what their effects do. And I'm going to put one down on the river.
Okay.
Okay? And that is my turn. Jared? Or Chandrik?
You need to stop that.
Sorry,
Explore.
folks. His name is Chandrik, not Jared.
To explore my second toolbox.
Okay? And then you flip over the next purple tile. Everybody gets to see them, so...
Well, you also said I have to move, so... You said you'd have to move every turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't actually explore that temple.
I know, but I mean, I have to move now is what I'm saying.
No, you have to move first and then explore. Which means you couldn't have done that.
And I don't see much of the point in my starting ability, but yes. Okay.
Well, you could move off of there, move back on.
No, you can't.
No.
You have to end your movement on a different location.
So what's the point of his starting ability?
He gets to start outside of base camp.
Oh, that's true. You get started.
He can go to locations that we can't get to.
Like this
Yeah,
one.
you get a head start. Yeah, that's true.
I'll still explore and grab that.
Okay, you get to look at it. And it will be Justin's turn. You can't use other people's paths. You can only use your own. And there can be multiple paths on the same area. So
Okay. Before I do that, I'm going to place a path to here
okay.
as part of my starting ability, and then
Then
Well,
you
since
can
you have a
move,
path now, you can move, explore.
and then move.
Oh, right. Okay. I'm going to use a trail ration
Okay.
to grab that one.
And then you get 2 more trail rations, and then that's your turn. So you get 2 more you get 2 trail rations from base camp.
Oh, right.
That's what the effect does.
Um,
And then flip over the next tile.
So you should have that one back in base camp.
yeah. But wait. Then what's the point of my starting ability? Because all I did was...
You now can move again to get out into a different area.
Yeah, so it's not the end of my turn then, right?
No, what I'm saying, well, you already explored. What I was saying is you can move and then move again because...
Oh, and then explore.
And then explore.
Okay, so I goofed that one up then.
So
Okay.
you have something similar to mine, it's just mine doesn't give me a trail straight back to base camp.
Got it, okay. Alright.
Okay?
Yep.
Alright. So...
And this, folks, is why we ask questions, so we can clarify the rules.
Yep. Let's move that a little bit. Alright. Now I'm going to bounce here. I'm going to spend a... actually, do I want to do that? Actually, I'm going to bounce there to there, putting a path down there. And I'm going to flip this over because I passed it.
Okay.
Moving that up. And then I'm going to spend another trail ration grabbing that and putting a path down there.
Interesting. Okay.
Oh yeah, one last thing. When you do collect a relic, you get 2 points per each path
Okay.
that you moved along.
Okay.
Instantly. So I'm just letting you know that for...
Now, how exactly do the ivory temples work? Because they have no abilities on them, apparently.
They have the first level, the third level, they're permanent effects when you perform a specific action.
So I reveal it, or I don't reveal it.
Which they only come into play when you're they're permanent effect tiles, which only come into play when you're performing a specific action.
It's okay.
So when you're performing a specific, what does yours say?
Whenever I place a pathway, gain a point.
Yep.
I made the right choice.
How do we keep track of points here?
Coins.
Coins.
Got
I
it.
got these little. If anybody can't see these little point tokens.
Okay. Well, Jared's certainly off on the points straight. Seanric.
Don't make me throw things at you. I have an arsenal.
Seanric's certainly off on the path to
Victory. I'll be as swift as the coursing river.
You get twice the number of points for each path you move along when you're collecting a relic. Okay?
Okay.
Alright, that it is Jared's Seanric's turn. I gotta stop doing that.
And he...
Well-
Yeah, just flip it over. You get to move your toolbox up one spot, and then spend a trail ration and collect that,
Yeah.
and you instantly get 3 points.
I gain 4 points because of my ability from the...
Oh, right, you get 4 points because you put a path down.
Man.
And I'll use the toolbox to get a second toolbox.
Yep, if you're using the toolboxes to do it, you can't interrupt an action.
Right.
Okay, so you can't do it in your middle of your movement or in the middle of your explore. It has to be before or after.
Got it.
But you can use them anytime during your turn, other than that. So
So that would be my turn.
flip over the purple tile. Okey-dokey.
Switch my
Yeah, you
tiles.
can move a path somewhere.
Luckily, no one's going to be able to get close to that anytime soon.
And it is Justin's turn.
Alright, I'm going to lay the path down here, heading to the blue temple. Use trail ration.
Yep, and again, those are just worth points. So just look at it.
Yep.
And just hold on to it. Okay. I am going to lay down a path here by the river, go there, flipping that over, and moving that up, and then spending my last trail ration that I have to get this. And if anybody's curious to see what it does, I'm just going to put it face up. When I leave base camp, I can flip a toolbox token over.
Ah, alright.
So it can work either way. I can get a toolbox for doing it, or I can actually flip over the last one upside down just to reset them.
Alright.
So I did have a question about your move, though.
Okay.
And this may be just a thing of aesthetics.
Over there.
And this just may be a thing of aesthetics, but some of the paths are longer, some of the paths, like that path that you just walked on, this path from base camp down to here.
Yep.
Is it just an aesthetics thing, or do you need two paths to...
It's an aesthetics thing.
Got it. Okay.
You just lay down one path.
Okay.
That's it.
Alright.
This game would be really, really hard if that was the case. Because you only get 10.
Right.
And once you use them, you use them. Then you're going to have to do some creativity to try to move them around and stuff.
Got it.
Because it's a root building game. You want to connect your roots so you can bounce back.
Yeah.
Alright. Shonrick?
Put that there, get my point. Follow the trail back there. Spend my last trail ration. Get my last toolbox.
Yep.
And flip that over.
That one that you just flipped over is you get to flip over two boxes.
Alright.
I'm on the path to success.
No, this one...
That one does not come up very often. You must take an action of an adjacent ruin or temple location, but not base camp, as if it was your current location.
Ooh.
And you get both the the purple tile gets removed, and the top tile of the adjacent location get removed.
Ooh.
If it lets you build a pathway, you must build it adjacent to the purple location you're standing on.
I kind of like that, actually.
Towards game end, you may have no temple or ruin left adjacent to the purple temple location you're standing on. In this case, you will pay a ration to discard the top purple tile, but nothing else happens. So if there's nothing next to it, then you can't. Then you still just wasted an action.
Got it.
But that's what it does. It's a pretty nice one.
Yeah. So Shonrick just went?
Yep, it's your turn.
Alright. I'm actually gonna head back there and use the trail ration
Okay.
to grab that one. And
That one gets flipped over.
And I'll grab one of the runs.
Okay. And then you get that perform that action. So you get to it just puts a path down.
Oh, okay. Path down anywhere adjacent to it.
Yes. I suggest the river.
It'll give you the toolbox.
It'll give you a toolbox, and
It would.
it'll let you go to that location. If you put it somewhere else,
I'm also just thinking about long term for the roots, but yeah. Okay.
remember, you can always be able to move your paths around it eventually.
Yeah.
So, for you, those of you watching, I have no trail rations, so I have to go back to base camp. So I'm just going to go back to base camp.
Oh, so you can move it as many times as you want.
Yeah, as long as you have the paths.
Oh, okay.
And collect 3 trail rations. And that is my turn, if you can keep me in the center there.
Yep.
Okay, my turn's going to be very simple too.
You have no trail rations either.
Yes. I have none.
You don't need to put a path down.
I know I don't, but I still can do it and I can still get a point for it.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, I'm going to move down there. Grab this one. And lay a path down here.
Alright.
Oh, and I'm going to
Flip that over and move your toe box up 1 space. Alright. So the very first thing I'm going to do before I move is I'm going to use my toolbox that's on the very top row, which is for each pathway, my longest path through, I get 2 points.
But you're not on the top row, are you?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, you were on the top row.
Yeah.
Okay. Never
Now I'm
mind.
going to move it to the bottom, and my longest through, which is this path, if anybody can't see, it's going to be 4. That
Okay.
gives me 8 points.
Alright.
Okay. And now, since I'm leaving base camp, okay, I'm going to go to here. Spend a trail ration.
Oh, did I ever? No, I didn't spend the trail ration, did I?
And the top river, the very top river toolbox, flip over.
This one?
Nope. Right there. Yep.
Oh, okay, so top for you.
Yep. Top for me. And then I'm going to move up 1 space. Okay. And I'm here. And that is turn. Shanrik?
Go there to collect the point. Send this trail ration and explore. Believe that's all. That's all she wrote.
Yep.
Alright. I'm going to... Am I going to head back to base camp, or am I going to explore one more time? I'm going to explore one more time. So I'm going to remove a trail ration. Grab that. I'm going to lay a path down here.
How?
What do you mean how? I'm adjacent to it. Oh, that's right. You have to lay paths down on
Yeah.
routes you explore.
Yep.
Okay, that's right.
Alright.
Ignore me, folks. I've had 2 hours of sleep.
Ignore him, folks. He's a duck.
Alright. Okay then. I am going to spend this before I move. I'm on the very bottom row, folks, and I'm going to spend a toolbox to move a trail or a pathway on the board, and I'm going to move this to there. And I'm going to go there, flipping this over, moving that there. Okay. Spending a trail ration to use the ruin to get another path, and we are going to place it there. And then I'm going to reuse, and then, oh no, I already used my toolbox, so I can't do it again. And that is turn.
Alright. I'm going to do that to go here. Spend that to get that. Now I get an additional trail ration every time somebody moves a path on the board.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not in the Borderlands yet, apparently.
All right,
That's
Justin.
all I can do.
He's getting his usual luck.
It's not. This isn't really all luck based. This is all about trying to manage your paths.
Alright. That'll be turn.
Well, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spend that to get an extra toolbox on my progression track. And then I am going to also on the ivory temples, if you notice there's something on the bottom part of the ivory temple. If you do not use the ivory temples at the end of the game, you actually get 2 points. Like they're one-time use effects, the second floor. So if you did not use them, you actually get 2 points.
You technically get that with all the stages of it, because they all have that.
Yep, they all have that. You would actually get
So
2
that's
points.
technically not used until one of you moves.
Right. Okay. Just to let you know, that's what those numbers mean on the ivory temples.
Oh, that's kind of nice.
So if you somehow couldn't use it, it's just kind of a compensation. Shandrak, why don't you move me to where your spot is? I'm going to put a path down.
You already have a path.
Alright, I already have a path down there. And then actually move me to the ruin, and then we're going to put a path down in the river. So, flipping that toolbox over, and I am going to go to there. I'm going to go one up to where you can move one path ability. Spending a trail ration to remove that, to put another path down, which is going to be there. That is turn.
I'm going to be going here, and I'm going to choose not to use not to explore it yet.
You have to.
I have to? Then
Yes.
You annoy me.
This isn't a game of I get to choose whether or not to sit there. This is a game of you have to move and you have to explore.
Well, then I'll still get my 2 points.
Okay.
I just won't be able to do much next turn.
I'm going to move down there.
Okay, you can still move one spot.
Move there. Putting the trail there. Flipping over the toolbox.
You can only move it up one spot, so whatever row you're in, that's where it goes.
Yeah,
You don't get to
I'm just
choose.
trying to remember if I could.
Oh yeah, you can get one extra toolbox onto the bottom.
Yeah, I can use now either of these abilities.
No, you can only use the one you're on.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
but you could move it up one and then spend it because you haven't spent your toolbox this turn.
Right.
So if you wanted to do that, you can put another trail down.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna put
Just so you know, because you can't see his board, he just moved it on the rightmost column. I just want to show you where he was.
I'll trim those ones.
He was here. He was here, and he moved it to there, and then he's using this to, and then he uses this. It goes back to the bottom, so you can put an adjacent pathway down.
All right. And I have to explore. So, trail ration. Boom.
Okay.
Which was actually a totally pointless move. I realized I could that up. I should have done that completely the opposite way.
Yep.
Okay. I I should have used the toolbox first and then, yeah. Okay,
Yep.
well.
If you're listening to the noise in the background, that's just the air conditioner that's going on.
Oh, I thought we were all in a giant teacup ready to boil.
I could be anytime now.
I am actually... I'm going to put a path there, go there, use a trail ration, flip, get rid, this tile goes away, I get 2 more trail rations, and now we have our first relic appearing, which is this Juju fellow, and he just goes there.
Okay.
Alright, and that is turn.
Where does this go?
It just goes off to the side, it's been used.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna pass by there to get that. Now you said something about I can actually.
It goes back, it takes you back to base
Oh
camp.
no, I mean about having more than one toolbox.
You can have more than one toolbox, so if you passed multiple toolboxes, you can move like one up, one on one progression, one up on another
Or
section. Or you can move up one, if you move 2 spots, you can move up 1, 2 spots. Okay?
That's
Hey,
what I was
Jesse?
trying to make sure.
Yep.
The numbers on the bottom of the purple temple, are those points?
No. All they just, don't worry about them, they just kind of like represent like what tile number it is and stuff like that.
Okay, because I'm noticing like 3, 3. Were we supposed to set up the temple so that they match the?
Nope, they are completely set up randomly.
Okay.
No, I was not going to use that temple. I was going to go back there as my last point to set the path there. So
Okay.
go to that one.
What they represent up is if I like setting it up randomly because it makes the game interesting. But you can set it up that way. That is a specific way you can set the game up.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay. I don't like it that way. I think
Random-
I like the randomness of this game. So
A little bit of random chaos makes it a little bit more fun, you know.
yes, it does. So
All right.
so you explored that.
I explored that.
Okay.
All right. Are you gonna use its ability? Are you gonna flip it over?
No, I don't have to.
Yeah, when it comes into play, then he flips it over.
Oh yeah, no, I knew that. I just I was curious if he was gonna use it right now.
Now the question when it comes to the longest pathway, is it from any one point or from base camp?
It's just your longest pathway.
No, okay.
It doesn't have to be from base camp.
Then I got this in the bag.
We'll
I don't
see.
mean the game entirely, I meant my longest pathway.
We'll see.
We'll check if the top one actually.
All right, so I am going to explore this
A
last.
continuous pathway route cannot go through base camp, just so you know.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah, it can't go through base camp. So.
I am going to use my last.
So no, you
shot.
can't loop yourself around and just score a bunch of points like that.
I mean like starting from here to here. Is what I was asking.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it won't be able because these 2 paths right here is going. That's already going through base camp. Your longest path from that would be those 3.
Would be this one.
Yeah, would be that one.
Okay.
There's a big difference there.
That's what I was making sure of.
Yeah.
All right, so we have another relic that is.
All right, and then what one did you remove?
Blue.
Blue. So we have a Birds of Paradise up here.
I think that's blue. It is blue.
Yep, that's blue.
Okay.
That is the color blue. You are indeed right on your color definition.
Just have to make sure that.
Go defend the galaxy.
For those of you who couldn't see it because you're focusing on the board, there was a joke there.
That purple one that says you flip over 2 toolboxes, that actually does not trigger your progression track.
Oh!
Okay, there's a big deal. big difference in that. But I am going to do that, so I am going to move. Oh no, I have to end my movement base camp.
Yeah.
That
Because you only have a path down to... Unless you want to build another path and use your last one.
You know what? We're just going to stop at base camp. I'm going to have to waste an action, but we're going to stop at base camp for myself. And then I'm just going to get one toolbox. I mean, one trail ration, I meant. Because I only have 4. I have 4 trail rations. That puts me at 5 now. And that's turn. There's not much I can do.
I'll put my 1 down there, or to go there. To use the trail ration. Put my last 1 there. To get another 1, or 2 in this case. Now, would you consider a loop? Because this is from start to finish, all 10 of them.
Where? That would be just 10.
So I'll take my 20 points.
You would get 20 points.
Jeez.
Yep, that's how it works. But now he has to try to build it up again, so if he really wants to do it again.
Yeah.
I have 3 toolboxes, that's not hard.
Yeah.
Well... Are we playing for second
No,
this early
you're
in
not.
the game?
No, you're not.
Just remember, you do have secret points too,
Yeah.
and collecting relics to get points.
Yeah.
So you're not necessarily out of the game just because he got a nice little surge right now.
Yeah. Alright, so that was your turn, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I have no choice. I have to stop my base camp, grab my 3. Alright.
It was actually important for me to know. This actually doesn't... I goofed up a little bit. This actually does not trigger me moving up unless it actually flips over the last 1 down.
Okay. Alright.
Okay. That is important for me to know.
For
But I
next.
am going to... how many are flipped? They're all but 1 down.
Yep.
Actually,
All but 1 are flipped.
I know what I can do.
Do you have the correct amount of... Can you get to that 1, though?
No,
Yes,
but
it's
my
ability of
base
just
camp will actually trigger it.
When they do base camp?
Yep, flip
Oh,
over a toolbox
toolbox.
token. So,
Okay.
and I'm going to be leaving base camp. So what I am going to do is I'm going to bounce here, 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 and here.
You don't have a trail there anymore. Alright, so you're taking...
Yeah, I actually cut myself off by doing that, so I'm going to put a trail back there. Okay, and spend a toolbox.
Well, you could have taken the back route to get there.
Yeah, but I want it there specifically. And then because I left base camp, I'm going to flip that last one over. They're all going to reset because the last one got flipped over. I get to move 1 now because that's how that ability works. So I'm just going to move it up 1 there to where I can move paths around.
Yes.
So in case of anybody curious, that's what I drew with the recent blue tile.
Alright.
And it is Chandrik's turn.
I'm going to pass by this way, which flips that over.
You can only move 1.
You said if you
1 spot. It only goes up 1, 1, and 1. It doesn't go. You can't move it up twice.
You said you could move it up more than 1 spot.
If
have more than one
you
toolbox.
pass multiple toolboxes.
You're very unclear on your rules when you say these things.
No, that's exactly what I said. If you pass multiple toolbox tokens on the map, then if you pass 2, you can move it up 1, 2.
Well, that's
If you
what I was
pass
asking
3,
if
you can
that's
move it
why
up
I was
3.
asking about having more.
Oh, if you have more than
toolboxes.
1, if you pass 2, you can move 1 there and 1 there and split it up.
That's what I was asking about.
That's
earlier.
what I explained.
Yeah, you didn't word it that way. That's what I was confused on.
Okay. Now, you have that 1 continuous path. You can actually move...
Anywhere in it, yes.
Yes. So if you really want to, you could move through another
Yes, but I'm almost out of trail rations, so... Actually, no, because I can do that to get the second one.
Get a second one.
And then just go back to base camp itself anyways.
Yep.
Alright.
Yeah, because I have to stop in base camp.
So it is Justin's turn.
Alright. So I'm going to start by moving down this way. Using a trail ration. Pick up the artifact.
You need a second one.
You need a second one.
That's how that one works.
Wait.
When you go on a relic expedition, you need to have 2 of the same color out, and when you have to start on one and then end your movement on another to pick up the second one, not the first.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, you know what I'm going to do then? In that case, I'm going to go here. And then I'm going to use a trail ration to explore.
Alright. The trail ration goes back to
Yep.
base camp. Alright. That would be dumb. Because that would just make it easy for Justin. If I were to flip that tile over, then on Justin's turn could just pick up a relic.
No, please do so.
No, I'm not going to do that. But what I am going to do, if you're out of pathways, okay, and you're going on the ruins, you just spend trail ration to remove. You just can't move. You just can't put a path out.
Okay.
That's all. Okay.
What's that noise?
It's just the
Michelin Man.
yeah, that. Anyways, I'm going to go there. I'm going to stop there. I'm going to flip over this one and this one.
Moving it to...
But I'm going to move this one up one, and then I'm going to move that one there. Okay? Because now I have 2 toolboxes, I can move one up space and another up another space.
Right.
Which was the uncleared rule a minute ago.
And we are going to spend the 1 toolbox that I moved up on the right-hand side of your progression board and get an extra toolbox.
So now you have 3. Alright.
And then I'm going to spend a trail ration to remove that, and that is turn. I don't have any more paths, so I can't put a path down, but I can still remove it.
Alright, I'm going to follow this path to at least get to that, to move that back up. But I'm going to actually go here and get that.
Turn.
And get my 20 points.
Yep. I'm going to bounce here, here, flip that over, and get my 2 points is all I'm going to do.
You can turn in one of your extra ones and get a 3.
Yep, that's what I
Only had to turn in one.
Oh, right,
Or 3.
right.
Yep. Flip that over.
Yep.
Discard this tile to play 1 extra turn after the last player.
At the end game.
Yep. Now, moving to my paths.
Yep.
Like I said, it's going to be a totally symbolic gesture, but it's something that I can do, and I'm really excited about it. So,
Okay.
move that one and that one.
Okay. There. Nice.
I'll take
leg.
2.
Start a relic quest.
Yep. And he can do that to grab another relic at the end. That is possible. If you had a special tile that lets you get more points for relics and stuff, that would be a nice thing, but it's not going to give him an additional points for it.
But it just...
It's an interesting move. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. Oh no, you couldn't do that. Never mind.
No.
What I was thinking is you could try to get the last toolbox and try to get 2 extra points, but I realize you can't actually do that.
No, like I said, it was totally symbolic, but I can pull it off, so why not?
Yep.
Alright,
that is the end game. Now, just count up your points secretly for what you have. Grab, and then we'll just count up what we have at the end, and then
well, those are active now,
So. Grab your tokens for whatever you're counting up. Whatever, how many points you have, just take from here. And add it to your supply, so we count up all our points together.
Got it.
Or how many points you have. Plus your relics.
And how much do the relics count as?
They count as 5 for each type you have, so you just have 5 points because you have 3 crystal skulls.
Okay. Okay.
And then 2 different types of routes means an additional...
You have 10 points.
I thought I saw one down there. Yep, okay.
Alright. Sean, how many points do you have?
166.
166, wow. Justin?
Let's see. That's 12 right there.
Yep.
22. 32. 32 and 7 is 39.
39 points for Justin, and I ended up with 66. So.
Yeah.
And Sean, you are a winner today on Relic Runners. You had a bunch of... I just want to show people here some of the end game effects. This tile right here says at the game end, collect 5 points for each extra relic of the same color. So that's 15 points right there.
I have 3 points.
Plus 5 for the additional, so that's 20 points that he got.
Yeah.
3 points for every ivory tile.
3 points for every ivy tile in front of him, including this one.
And 2 points for every unused trail ration at the end.
And then you get, 2 points for every unused trail ration.
So thank you for moving tiles to give me the 3 I needed to get
I had a useless tile that says when placing a pathway, place it anywhere you want. Which is completely useless to me because I ran out of paths. And doing this ability to move paths around, you can do it anywhere anyway. So
Yeah.
I just kept it for the additional 2 points at the end.
Yeah, that's what I did with this one. When I place a tile, place 2 instead. If I'd gotten it earlier, I would have gotten 2 points.
Yep, I mean, that's the nature of the game. So we're going to deliver some final thoughts. Okay, some final thoughts of this game. This is not one of my favorite Days of Wonder games, just because it does take a little time to play. Every game has a very similar feel. I mean, the temples are randomized. You can set it up in a way that it's not. But because with all that being said, I'm actually just giving this game a 7 out of 10. It is not one of my favorite. It's still a decent game to play every now and then to break out. But again, it feels like it has the same feel. I've played this quite a few times, and what Sean Rick was doing, I've seen that strategy played a few times already. So
Oh, I didn't expect it to be a new strategy.
no, it's not a new strategy. That is a setting up a continuous path, setting up on the river areas is a good idea because you need toolboxes in this game because you only have a set number of paths.
I also feel like this is a game where if you're new, you really have to have the focus and pay attention to what you're doing, because if not, you can easily get yourself trapped and...
Yeah, and you did that a couple of times in this game. Yeah. As I said, this is not one of my favorite Days of Wonder games. When I bought it, it looked interesting. Then I played it, and I'm like, no, it's a board game.
But like you said though earlier, it is a fun one to break out every once in a while, especially if you're playing with friends, and that sort of thing.
And do you have any final thoughts there, John?
Not really sure. Like you said, it's really simplistic. I prefer my favorite one from Days of Wonder, Small World, and that's still simplistic fantasy war. Risk.
Yeah, we do plan on playing Small World in the future, so... and I actually love Small World. If anybody's unfamiliar, that's an area control game.
It's effectively fantasy Risk.
Yep.
With different setups.
But, yeah, that's my final thoughts, and I would like for you out there to hit that like button, comment below on any ideas for this show, and subscribe. And that'll do it for JB Board Games. I'm JB, and have a good day.
Good day.
Peace out.